Hey y'all, this is Sean from Twok Grill. Hey, today I'm making a quick video on how to season your new Twok grill. There's a couple of things that we need to do before we get to the seasoning process. One is to hook up our propane tank to our burner. Fairly simple. You're going to connect the two brass fittings, use a wrench, and make sure it's nice and tight. After you get it to tightness that you like, grab some soapy water. And you're going to take that soapy water and spray it right there at that connection, and look for any type of bubbles. If you see any type of bubbles, it means that you've got a gas leak, and you're going to need to either retighten it or take the fitting completely off, make sure there's no debris in any of the threads, and then re-thread it and check it again. So we see that this one doesn't have any leaks. We're good to go. Now we're going to test the burner. To start the Twok, you're going to want to push in the button or the knob and then turn slowly. You'll hear that piezo igniter click, and you should be able to light it no problem. The reason that you push in the knob is that releases some gas right by the piezo igniter, and as you turn the knob, it's going to feed that little bit of gas, and then the lighter will ignite and it will spread to the rest of the burner. So we've got it on high. We're going to leave it here for a little while and wait until it gets nice and smoking hot. It's been a couple of minutes. Now it's nice and smoking hot, and we're going to get ready to start seasoning it. What I do is I grab a rag with a pair of tongs. I use Crisco, but you can use any type of oil you want. You can use coconut oil. You can use Crisco. You can use lard from the store. Anything that you've got that you want to season it with, go ahead and put it on that rag, and you're just going to go and start making circles with it. So I'm going to start on the outside, and I'm going to work my way in. Just making nice large circles and smaller ones as I get to the center, coating that entire disc. Now what I'm doing is I've heated it up to open up the pores of the steel, and I'm going to try and fill those pores with burnt grease. Now it takes a little bit of time, from start to finish, maybe 10 minutes. As that grease starts burning off or soaking into your rag, no big deal. Go get a spoonful and put it in the middle and keep going. You can see where the rag gets a little burnt. That's not a big problem. If it really starts smoking bad, you can get salt, any type of salt, and pour it in the center, and that should help with the smoke a little bit. So here I'm going to add a little bit more lard to it. We're still not done with the seasoning process. If you can see that inner circle where there's not a lot of salt, that's pretty much all I'm going to be able to season this first time. I'm only going to take about 10 minutes doing it. I could probably spend about a half hour and get the entire disc seasoned, but really for that first time grilling, that's all you need. As you grill and cook on it, it's going to build season. You'll get seasoned all the way to the end, in a few weeks if you grill on it consistently. Again, I'm just going to make small circles, working my way from the inside to the outside and then back from the outside to the end. Now be careful if you put a lot of salt on there like I've done. That salt gets extremely hot, and if it falls off the grill, lands on your leg, it doesn't feel good. So now I've kind of got it at a point where I like it. I'm going to turn off the grill and really start letting it cool down. Sweep that salt off into a box or a trash can, something like that. But again, remember, that salt is extremely hot, so you might not want to use a trash can that's got a plastic line or anything like that. It'll probably burn through it. The next, I learned this trick from one of our customers. You take an onion, and you can use this while you're seasoning it, or also after you've cooked on it and you want to clean it. Take an onion with a little bit of salt, and you're really just going to polish the disc. You're not really trying to scrub it or anything like that, because we don't want to knock off any of that new season that we just put on there, or we don't want to knock off any season that we do have on there. So we're just going to polish the disc. So you're getting, any type of old food or anything like that off of it with that onion, and it kind of, it smells great. One thing, and it seems to really work well. It puts a nice non-stick finish on there. Alright, so now I've taken a rag and I've wiped off my disc, wiped off the remaining salt, and took a little bit of vegetable oil and wiped it down also. Cleaned everything off, and I'm ready to cook. Now please, if you like this video, comment, hit the like button, subscribe. I will be putting out other videos. The next video will be about, if I've left my disc outside for too long and it got nice and rusty, how do I take care of it? What do I do? We'll have that video put out here shortly. Again, thanks for everyone watching. And keep on grilling.